in a multiple number of ways. Now, the quotation says, "One he who himself enlightened is not afraid of shadows," which is a famous quotation of German philosopher Immanuel Kant. One key theme around this quotation is enlightenment, which again can be interpreted in different ways. I would like to go back in history to the time of the Gautam Buddha, who was then known as Prince Siddhartha. He was the founder of Buddhism, as we all know. It is said that once he was sitting under the Bodhi tree, he became Buddha, or the enlightened one. So, when viewed in that context, enlightenment is referring to knowledge. And the reference that I made of the Buddha becoming the enlightened one, after that phase, he went on to propose the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism, and his teachings were spread by his disciples across the length and breadth of the world. Now, one need not become a follower of Buddhism per se to follow the ideals of Buddhism, because whatever religion is followed across the globe, the key themes or concepts are broadly the same. Those are based around the principles of peace and universal brotherhood. In fact, in Hinduism, there is a concept which is called as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which translated in English means the world is one family. So, looked at in this perspective, the term enlightenment is referring to knowledge. Another way of looking at enlightenment is to look at the textbook definition of what the enlightenment was, and it's dating back to the period of 16th and 17th century Europe, where this intellectual and philosophical movement of enlightenment took place. Now, that movement was characterized or based on three key themes. One was human happiness, the second was the pursuit of knowledge, and the third was ideals such as liberty, fraternity, toleration, and progress. However, if we look at some of these concepts, they may not be really very relevant to the audience of today's discussion, and we may not be very comfortable with interpreting those in terms of how they translate into our day-to-day life. Hence, I looked at the comparison with the founder of Buddhism, Gautam Buddha, and his teachings, and as one part, and I will look at another part or another interpretation of the term enlightenment. Another interpretation of enlightenment is self-awareness. Going back to Greek philosopher Plato, who had famously said, "Know thyself." So, if we are in a position to know ourselves better, know what our strengths and weaknesses or areas of improvement are, we would not only be able to aspire for and apply for jobs or roles or professions which are aligned with our strengths and where we can utilize our skill sets to the best, we would also be able to contribute more to the organizations where we become members of those organizations, and also how we can contribute better to the society that we are part of. So, knowing ourselves, knowing our strengths and weaknesses and areas of improvement will help us not just get into the right kind of roles, organizations, professions, but also become better professionals and better humans.